Hey everybody, I want you to meet Callie. She is an English cream golden retriever puppy that I have had the fun of training recently. I am actually puppy sitting for her, and come and meet everybody. She is just a puddle of puppy. She's so sweet, and she has a lot to learn, and she is learning a lot of things, and she is only 3 months old, and she has learned so much and been having fun doing it. So I'm going to show you a couple videos of behaviors we've been working on that way. So this behavior that we're going to be working on is called hand targeting. And so what it is Callie is just going to touch her nose to my outstretched hand, and the hand signal is 2 fingers out. And I do that because so it doesn't look like another hand gesture to her, like down or stay or sit. And so I'll show you that she's pretty good at it now, but she started really small. We just were a couple inches from her nose. I'll show you what that looks like. What I did when I started is I rubbed the scent of the treats on the front and back of my hand. She is distracted by something over there. So this will be a good test. Then first she's just going to smell my hand because she's curious, and then when she does, she bumps her nose to my hand. I click and treat. And so that's what she's gonna connect. Callie, touch. So that's the beginning of it. Just real close to her nose. I say, touch. And she's just curious and smelling the dog treats on my hands. Touch. And so I gradually get a little further and a little further away from her. I change directions of my hand also. Touch. So she can touch her nose to any part of my hand. It doesn't have to be to the extended 2 fingers. And now we've gotten where I can get a good distance from her and she keeps running. It's so awesome. Callie, touch. And I click the second that her nose touches my hand. She gets a treat every time I click. Touch. Excellent. Look at you. Touch. You can even, I'm not going to do it with Callie because she's young and her joints are still developing, so I don't want her to do a lot of jumping. But you can use it to have your dog jump up to touch your hand. What we mostly use it for is just moving her from one place to another. You want to move a rug, or you want her out of the doorway or into the car, out of the car, onto the scale at the vet. It's a very useful behavior and a skill for her. You can also use it to help in your recall when you call her to come. So touch doesn't necessarily mean you're calling her to come, but you can use it interchangeably. Good baby. Isn't she the sweetest? Oh. And then she gets sassy. Uh-oh. Callie, touch. Yeah. And she was doing something else. She was looking for treats that dropped on the floor. But when she hears it, she has been coming and running, even from outside. So I'm really encouraged about that. She just learned this. We just started this 2 days ago. As you can see, she's a baby. Callie, touch. And I don't have to say her name every time. You can. Touch. Good girl. So right now she is getting a treat every time. We will eventually fade that out to intermittently giving her treats, but I'm always going to tell her she's a good girl when she does what we want. Touch. Good baby. So good. So good. You got a dirty face. You got a dirty face. Touch. Okay, now I'm going to try and practice her stay and use the touch to release her. Callie, you got a funny ear. Let me fix your ear. Oh, well now you're in a doubt. Callie, stay. Touch. Good. That's so good.